Now, I'm very excited for today's teaching. Today's teaching is called The Language of Light, Unlocking the Speech of the Spirit. Before there was sound, there was light. And before there was speech, there was spirit. Even before God said, "Let there be light," there was already a frequency of divine intelligence already vibrating throughout eternity. Because how could God know that there was already an entity called light unless light already existed within himself? So now we come to learn that light already existed in the foreknowledge of God, contained within his infinite being. And for that light to find expression, it would have to be spoken into manifestation. So now we learn that the tongue is an instrument through which spirit becomes sound and sound into creation. Before humanity could speak, creation already heard its creator. So when God spoke, galaxies took their places, atoms reassembled, and oceans parted because creation already recognized the frequency of his voice. That's why it says in Psalm 19 verse 2-3, "Day unto day utters speech, and night unto night reveals knowledge. There is no speech nor language where their voice is not heard." So creation doesn't speak English or Afrikaans or German or Hebrew or Greek, none of them. Those are human languages. Creation speaks light. Light is a language, and that same light lives in you. So when your spirit starts to groan, pray, or intercede, it bypasses the human vocabulary and starts to speak the very original code of creation, the language of light. Amen? And that is what tongues truly are. Divine frequencies that rearrange realities. So when you start to pray in the spirit, you are no longer speaking mere words. You are programming the atmosphere. But now, sons of God, consider this. It is scientifically proven that light travels at 186,000 miles per second, while sound only travels at 1,100 miles per second. So when God spoke, his sound carried light, moving faster than what the natural realm could process. So when you speak in the spirit, your words transcend time and ride on the current of eternity. That is why a prophetic utterance can reach to places the natural body hasn't gone yet. And that is why, like how our Papa has mentioned, someone can be tearing and praying alone in their room and change an entire nation. When you pray in the tongues of the Spirit, you are no longer bound to time. Amen? Sons of God, Yahweh is raising a generation whose words will not falter, a generation whose sound will carry weight in the heavenly realms. When you walk into a room of darkness, the room should not ask for your voice. The light in you should already announce who you are. The language of light is not simply heard. It's seen, witnessed, and manifested. So when you speak by revelation, you start to paint reality into full color. In fact, Jesus even says here in John 8 verse 12, "I am the light of the world." Then he proceeds to say in Matthew 5 verse 14, "You are the light of the world." Can't you see, sons of God? Christ has transferred the same frequency, the same authority, the same light onto you. You now walk under the same wavelength as Christ. So speak boldly, decree with authority, and let your mouth be a conduit of light, and you will see darkness bow to your feet. Amen? So, sons of God, you were born to speak light, release power, and shift atmospheres. When you open your mouth by the Spirit, creation responds and darkness retreats. So walk in this truth, walk in this light, walk in this glory, walk in this frequency, and you will be victorious in all aspects of your life. Amen. God bless you mightily, and see you in the realms.